Assalamualaikum guys, I am Muhammad Dayan and welcome to the final episode of Python problem solving series. This is the part 2 and the final part of our Python problem solving series, and after this we are gonna start C++. Today we are gonna be doing the problem which is the most difficult in our series, and the problem name is closest to the right. It's most difficult, but its difficulty is not mentioned because I took it from the edu section of codeforces. You can find it in ITMO Academy pilot course in codeforces. So the theme of our problem is binary search, and we will be using binary search to solve the problems. So first let's read our problem, but before that let's give an introduction to what is binary search. Binary search is basically an algorithm that finds a number in the index of a number. For example, we have a list of let me draw. For example, if we have a list of 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, and 12, and we want to find the number we want to find the number 6. So if we use dot index in Python, it will take time limit of n, since it will take more time. By visualizing it is very short, but it will take more time. But that is why we will be using binary search, because it takes time of or log n, and it will not take that much time, but dot index will result in runtime error and binary search will give us the correct answer. So we will be using binary search to find the index. And one more thing, if we want to find that if the present number is in the other list, for example 1, 6, 12, 14, if it will print yes if both are in 14, so we will be using binary search for this as well. So this is my news. I'm gonna be explaining each of the plan over here. So first let's see the problem. Let's go to the problem. So here the problem, closest to the right. I'm zooming it in. Given an array of n numbers sorted in non-decreasing order and k queries. For each a query, print the minimum index of an array element not less than the given one. The first line of input is the input, and take we find the minimum index. So now let's see the test case. This is our input. Both of our list are of 5, length of 5, and this is the output. So first let's plan that what do we have to do. So now we in the list of 5 we have to check whether uh, we have to print the minimum index of the other one. Like if they is the close to the right, we have to be close to the right. So let's plan our code that what do we have to do. So first of all we will be using define to define our binary search code. Then we will binary search code in which we will be using while loop, and we will do making two variables of left and right, and then a mid. It will be checking, since we have to check all the elements, that's why we're gonna make left, right, and mid variables. Then we will be having an if condition. If the index mid of the array is less than num, then we will make the left index equals mid, otherwise we will make the right index equal mid, and then we will return right plus 1. So let's start it, and then we will handle our test cases, of course. Now let's start with our code. Let's go to the compiler. So now let's start. What do we have to do? I have already pasted the test cases over here. Let me just show it. This is the test case. So now let's start with the code. So as you know, we have to first define binary search code of array and the number. So now we have to make two variables, as I already told you, left and right. For now what do we have to assign them? We will assign left one minus one, because in our list, if we go back, let's go, let me choose this plus 1, 7, 11, 12, and 13. So if we go minus infinite, this the index of this will be minus 1. If we go plus infinite, the index of this will be n minus 1. This no, this will be n minus 1, and will be n. So now this will be minus 1. So that is why we are gonna be choosing uh, minus 1 in our left section, and in the right section we will be choosing n. Right section will n. So now let's do the while loop. While until we are using while loop with the condition until the right is greater than left plus 1. Then we are gonna be using we are gonna be creating a variable named mid. In the mid we will be assigning an operation if left plus right combined combined floor division 2. After that we are gonna be doing an if condition. If the array mid is less than num, then we are gonna include left equals mid. Otherwise we are gonna make right equals to mid. Now then we will return the plus 1 out of the if condition. Return right plus 1, and this is a whole of the code of the binary search. Now let's handle our test cases. So we have first of all we have two integers n and k, both are length of lists. That will be map integer input dot split. Then we will be handling two lists. Let me just create the two lists, then I will be talking. Alright, so I have created these two lists. So now what do I have to do is, sorry if this white stuff is coming. Sorry for that. So now we have been I will be creating a for loop that will check if the index is in for loop. Like if the number is in list 2. So I will be using for loop for I in list 2. Then we will be printing our binary search code, in which we are gonna be assigning list 1 as the array, and we're gonna be assigning num as I, because we don't know the number of iterations. So we are gonna use I. We don't know the number. We don't know which number we have to start with. So now let's test this code, and let's see this. So it's gonna be coming with, it's closest to the right, 13416. So why? So let me just check the code. Hold on a second. I have submitted this code before as well. So let me just check my submissions, and I'm gonna then tell what did we did wrong. We did not do anything wrong. Let me just check this code as well, and let me just also check it by opening a new one compiler. Let me just check this with these test case. It should work. It should work because these both are the same. Uh, and now let me just copy this test case. And now I will be also giving you an introduction about the binary search in just a few minutes. Alright, it's saying 13416. What did we do wrong in our uh, we basically returned a guide plus 1 inside the while loop that should be outside the while loop. This is just the thing we did wrong. Now it will output it correct. So now let's submit it. Let's submit it now using closest to the right. And now thank you guys for your support, because without your support I could not make this series. This is the final episode. I'm gonna make a new series, but that will be in C++, and we are gonna also use code forces. Other than code forces, we are gonna use lead code, and we're gonna use lead code, hacker rank, and more. So it's running. It will be accepted just in a minute because our answer was correct. So thank you guys for your support, and we will hope to see you in the next series, and bye.